so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
Mike 57. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted two instead of one on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Jackson being chased up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. On first and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They'll run here with Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and goal, Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Third and goal, Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with...
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Rivers now from the 50. A beautiful fake. Throw to the right here to Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it third and goal. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points, that would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. From the gun, Jackson sliding it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go,
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch. Watch the eye.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his left. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive. They get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Where's 52? 52.
After the interception, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working.
And 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 79 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Badgley able to punch this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And try to...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all peak the flow.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
11 yards there, first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive was surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there. at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield steps away. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now Gordon on 1st down. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Olivier Vernon brings him down. On 2nd and 9, Rivers to Gordon, out left. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Gordon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Rivers under a heavy rush. possession. Down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, Rivers. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the 24, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield, flush to his right, and a little floater there is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. That one 28 yards on the ground. Here's Gordon. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This is Gordon. And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They run it again with Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, Gordon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On second down, it's Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling with a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Landry, the intended target. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Operating from the gun, Rivers. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got some space here. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will get them one closer. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Open man, it's Allen. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Mayfield finding Beckham. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Mayfield down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And this is incomplete. A huge... They fake the punt. It doesn't...
I just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, my cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down, forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Buying time. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And caught, right side, Green. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession.
And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming back to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Running left, it's Gordon on the toss.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 5. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big deep.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Flushed out right. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and this one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eluding the pressure, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Jackson steps away. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. They find some open field here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Ten yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson flush to his right. And down inside the 15 he goes. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Ravens. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers on the right side, caught by Green. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Rivers on 4th down. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Gordon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
It's fourth down.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This is Gordon as they go to him again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, Gordon.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third.
23, Chargers 22.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Melvin Ingram getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 44, Rivers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 37. Now Gordon on 1st down. Gets around him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. They've called his number a lot this set. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Pernell McPhee. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Rivers on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Big yardage there on the scramble.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish it well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't give me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Ray. McLeod taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away. It's incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out the end zone for the two-point play. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Virgil Green. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Past the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 9. Rivers now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Newton flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Eluding the pressure right. And the Panthers in for the score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
390.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 35 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Newton. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Newton on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it?
Start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1st down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1. But let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert, Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. And he coughed it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Now the ball comes loose. And picked up by the Chargers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Second quarter on. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On first down, Newton flushed out right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The little Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Let's go.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And able to find Green. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. They'll run on first down. Gordon slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Rivers. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Inman has it over the middle. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rivers to throw it. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Rivers again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. The intended receiver there, Allen. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On first down, it's Newton.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the 50, Newton. Flushed to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy. Wait, 89.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On the ground, McCaffrey. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Good.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Let's go.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. Allen, the intended receiver. Partner, switching gears for a second. A really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son, Clay, was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2. Son, who's playing for the Rams now, is 3. When he popped out there to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. When he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there. And just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop out there and share the moment with him on such a special night. Just phenomenal.
This is McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Newton. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's got it. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Newton dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pop.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 33 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll throw again, Rivers, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Steps away, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown That gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Tackle made by K1 Short. Throwing on second down. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Newton sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13, Newton, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and get it.
And he's into the end zone for